Good morning, everyone. This is Miss Ann Wong. Before we start, let me ask you a question. Every day we read news from newspaper, TV, or social media to know what's going on around the world. But who are the people behind these words and information? So we are here today to introduce to you the team behind the news. These people are nosy. They gather information, they write, and they tell us all about what they gathered. They are reporters and journalists. But what do they do? Here I'd like to take the reporters in our school as an example. Ta-da! The Salesian English publication team. Cool, aren't they? Every year you will receive 2 to 3 issues of the school English newspaper called Flamma from your English teacher. We provide pro tips about how to manage your money, how to start a conversation with a girl. We also talk about what happens at school, like the secret locations in our school, funny things about our teachers, like how Mr. Zhang broke his toe, or even how much our teachers are paid. Well, but where did all these articles come from? Step 1. Come up with a topic. We have meetings to find out the topics that may interest most students, like the hottest topic at that time. Step 2. Job allocation. After confirming the topic, we ask different editors to write articles around the topic. Step 3. Interviews and investigations. We can't just write without doing some researches. Other than online researches, of course, we need to go around to find out the facts and opinions. 2 weeks ago, for example, our team went to Central to do interviews with the foreigners in Hong Kong about their culture and their views on Hong Kong. So, how was the experience?
Well, I learned a lot of things, especially when it's that sometimes you will feel nervous, approaching someone a random stranger, you don't know them. Sometimes when I did those interviews, I was if I approach them, they might reject me or whatever. But once I actually try, it was going smooth, going good. I just feel it's a really good way to train yourself to have a lot of confidence in terms of public speaking.
So it's very welcoming. So it's really usual that I just walk up to people and just ask them a lot of questions. I think it's really exciting to know about a lot of people's other culture and think of what they think of our culture.
Yeah.
It's really exciting, and I thought this was fun. Some parts I was nervous, pretty nervous. I don't normally just walk up to them and just say hello. Yeah.
Well, for me, I would say it increases my ability of improvising. For example, I get to talk to people using English with confidence, and I get to practice what I've learned in oral to those strangers, and it also fosters my relationship with my classmates and friends.
There was one course which asked us about, we were trying to ask them about a question, but then they asked us back, so it was quite embarrassing. It was quite an embarrassing experience, but even though we had our struggles, we pushed through and we had a pretty alright time and learned a lot.
I left early and didn't get to experience the full experience, so but it was awkward at first, but after interviewing 2 of them, we eventually got more fluent and more into speaking to them. And we also interviewed more about their lifestyle and also why they came to Hong Kong. So it was really an experience for us to exchange our like our ideas to foreigners.
So, after gathering all the information needed, we go home and do the writing. Step 5 is definitely the most boring part, at least for the teachers. That is the proofreading part. So don't worry if your English is not perfect, because we'll be there to help and make miracles happen. Step 6. Layouts design. What won't be fun to read without layout design? Our editors can get to learn some basic skills of layout design, but the job will mainly be done by the teachers or layout designers. Step 7. Printing. We will send a beautiful, colorful file to be printed nicely on A3 paper. And the final step, distribution. Yeah, your English teacher will distribute this beautifully written and designed newspaper to you. Oh yes, and our next issue will be out in February about the flood in our school in September. Want to know more about what happened? You're about to find it out. Sounds fun? Other than being the reader of Flamma, you can join us too. How to join the SS publication team? You may tell your English teacher, find Ms. Esme Chung or me, Ms. N Wong, anytime. We're looking forward to more new editors like you. Thank you very much for listening today. So here are the 3 questions. Question 1. What is the name of the job we introduced today? Question 2. What have the students learned from the interviews? Just tell 1 or 2 examples. Question 3. Who can you find if you want to join the team? Thank you and have a nice day.